So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you clicked on this video, then you obviously read the title, which states that I am combing out my locks. I don't want to say it was an impulsive decision, but I think I'm just entering a new era of my life. I'm essentially in my mid-20s and I feel my locks serve their purpose. And as I approach 24, I just am ready for change. I've changed, I've grown a lot. So I'm just ready to start this new chapter, and I decided that I'm gonna finish this year with loose hair. Today is November 16th, and I'm going to start the process of combing out my locks. I will not be shaving my head. I'm really nervous, I can't lie. I don't know what I'm headed for, but I just told my mom the news and she was ecstatic. She did not mess with my locks. This is them. I think they're beautiful. I'm definitely going to miss them, but it's a new era and I'm excited to see my curls again. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to keep you guys up to date with the process. I do know it's a tedious process, so I don't know how I'm going to feel. I've watched a lot of videos. People have little breakdowns because it's a lot. It's a lot, but I think I'm ready for this. So yeah, and there we have it. This is my last lock. The last lock on my head. I told you guys I would update you, but it's really been a roller coaster. Almost 2 months later, I have no words. But we did it. We made it. January 7th, 2026. If I could just get next to you, I'd probably be alright. I just finished. Done. Guys, I lost all my inches, but it's okay. It's gonna grow back. Watch. Trust. I'm gonna use this pre-poo to detangle and get to work. I'm gonna show you guys how my hair looks curly. I just detangled my hair and this is what we're working with. Period. The curls are here. I was mortified. I didn't know if I would have curls because I bleached my hair twice within a 4-month period. Crazy. I don't even want to get into why it took me so long to film the update, but we're here. It's March, and I've been saving this bag of hair to film this video because I really wanted to go in depth about my entire lock takedown process. So this is a lot of the shed hair that I was able to save, but if I'm being completely honest, towards the end, I got super lazy and I just began to cut off my locks. And then some of the locks I would throw away in the trash. So, but this is majority of the hair that I've lost. It's a lot. This is a lot. I can't even begin to describe the process of taking down the locks because it truly was a tedious and mentally challenging process. If I'm being quite honest, it was a lot. I just remember being exhausted. That much manipulation to your head is not normal. Every day just having to untangle. I began to get migraines quite often and I was just exhausted. I also had a lot of hand cramps. I remember my right hand would cramp up and I would have to take a break. It's not for the weak. That is what I will say. If you feel like you really want to take down your locks, you have to mentally prepare yourself. It truly was a battle. I really felt like I was a soldier. It was a lot. And there were some days where I just was really contemplating on shaving my head, especially towards the end. But I persevered, and here we are. When I first began taking down my locks, I was using just a regular rat tail comb. Using that was the biggest mistake of my life because it made the process much longer than it needed to be. First of all, they would break every 2 seconds because my locks were super thick, so they would just snap. Second, using that comb made the duration of taking out one lock last an hour. I was defeated. I was like, uh-oh, what have I gotten myself into? I took a trip to the beauty supply store and I was looking around, and then I found this. My friend saw it in the store and she said, why don't you try using this? And it said lock maker and lock remover comb. I just saw the remover and I was like, oh my days, game changer. Absolute game changer. Once I started using this, the locks were coming off in 30 minutes. Some of them even faster. So they were coming off like quick. I was in there, I was doing my thing. Boom, 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 it was out. If it wasn't for this, I truly don't know if I would have my loose hair right now. We're at the end of March, and I feel like if I hadn't used this comb, I would have still been taking down my locks. Please go to your local beauty supply store and try to look for this. It's from the brand Annie. I got mine at Hera Beauty. You can see how these two, they're out of place, but nothing came off. So this is very strong and durable for removing them locks. Do I regret taking down my locks? The answer is The answer is complicated. I've had moments where I've loved my hair. I had moments where I hated my hair. And when I initially installed my locks, it was because I was in a moment of my life where hair was the last thing I wanted to think about, because I had so much going on being a university student, barely working. I just could no longer maintain my natural hair. Locking my hair was a blessing, and it saved me, and it truly gave me a chance to figure out who I was and experiment. It was a big risk for me. I've never done anything like that before. I was able to just experiment and try new things. I fell in love with my locks, the length, the colors, everything. I think I was able to grow in these 3.5 years. Now, having my hair loose for about 2.5 months, there are days where I wake up and I do miss my locks. I miss my inches. But at the same time, I think I do love my hair a lot, because right now I have my little fro, and I've been wearing her out often, just doing a beautiful wash and go. And sometimes I feel a little insecure, but then it's really taught me to love my hair. And even dyeing my hair back to black made me realize that the hair color that God gave me is the one that's meant to be with me. I feel so beautiful with my natural hair color. Not saying that I wasn't beautiful with the blonde, ginger, brown, but I don't know. It's just coming back to my roots. I can say that now I can truly appreciate my natural hair more than I did maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago as well. And now that I'm 24, I'm older, I have a little bit more money. I feel like I'm in a place where I can truly give love, care, and attention to my hair the right way, instead of feeling fed up and irritated and mad at my hair. So yeah. And locks have also taught me live in the moment and enjoy the journey, because when you install those 2-strand twists with the intent of having locks, you have to go through this process of watching your hair lock up, and there's different many stages. And I feel because I went through that lock journey, now that I've big chopped and I've dyed my hair back to black, I have more of an appreciation for the journey itself. Wait, I'm ecstatic for my hair to grow and to have inches again, but I think I'm more appreciative of the journey. So now I'm learning to love my short fro and finding cool different styles to do, and just being more proud of where my hair is right now, instead of waiting to get to the end result. I still cannot believe that I took out my locks. it's still crazy to me. On a random autumn day, I decided I was going to take them out, and I really did it. It almost feels like it happened overnight, and I look completely different. I don't know, it's just, I feel like I'm in a new era. And today was my first day doing a high bun. Believe it or not, 2 months ago, my hair couldn't do a high bun. I've really been on my A game, and my mom was like, wow, I've noticed a change. Your hair has grown since January. It really has, and I'm really happy and grateful. If I could give any advice to someone who wants to get locks, I would say do it. Locks are so beautiful, and I'm so grateful to have been a part of the lock community. And it was fun. When I look back at pictures, I'm in awe. I'm in awe. I feel like locks was the first time that I truly fell in love with my hair as a Black woman. If you want to get locks, if you're thinking of doing it, do it. It's great. It's fun. If you're someone who has locks and you want to take them out, do it. Because besides having a little bit of regret here and there, I'm extremely happy with my natural hair. I love this hairstyle that I did today. It's so fun. It's so cute. It's sleek. Life is about doing what you want, and if you want to go back, do it. But I will say, if you want to take my route and comb them out, you have to be mentally prepared. You have to have the patience and resilience to really take your time, because you can really break your hair if you rush. So even for me, I would set certain goals for myself. For example, I would say, today I'm going to take out 5 locks. And then the day of, after 3 locks, my hand would start to cramp up or I would become exhausted. I would say, okay, today we did 3. That's enough for today. When you're not in the right state of mind and you're dealing with your hair, you can cause a lot of breakage. Be patient, give yourself grace, and take your time. I originally wanted to get mine finished in 2 weeks, but within 2 days, I knew that was not going to happen. So I decided to trust the journey, and I'm grateful. And even towards the end, I will admit, I was a little impatient. So I just started chopping, but it is what it is. The bleach, y'all. Ooh. The bleach. I'm not even joking. I was able to retain a lot of my length, but I knew immediately that I had to cut it off. It was fried. My hair was fried. Now, everyone's different, but for me, it fried my hair. So I will not be experimenting with hair color again. Going forward, if I want to do a fun color, I'm getting a wig, period. But I'm grateful I was able to dye my hair, because it's always been something that I always wanted to do, but I never had the guts to do it, and locking my hair gave me the guts. I don't know what else to add. A lot of my friends were fake. Nobody helped me take out my locks. That's another reason why it took so long. Not a single person. I would say, hey, do you want to help me? They'd be like, no. I'm talking to you, Nadia. Nadia, I'm talking to you. 3 things you need to remember. Be patient. Do not rush when you're taking down your locks. Get this comb from the beauty supply store. It's a game changer. And lastly, give yourself grace. You're going to have some good days where you take down a lot of locks, and you're going to have some bad days where you can barely take out one. But it's a marathon, not a race. Or you can avoid all of this and just shave your head. If you're starting your lock journey, congratulations. Enjoy the journey. It's beautiful. And if you're taking out your locks, take your time, appreciate each lock, and have fun. Watch a lot of movies. I watched a lot of movies. You know what's also funny? My brother asked me to take out his locks, and I said, get somebody else to do it. I've really been through enough. I hope you guys liked this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!